everyone, I'm Zoe. Welcome to my channel where we are going to compare 10 top-rated drugstore mascaras all under $20. So you may notice a little bit of swelling in my face. I just got my wisdom teeth taken out and I want to stay on schedule, so we're here filming. So similar to my last video where we compared top-rated higher-end mascaras, what I did was I looked up lists of the top drugstore mascaras from multiple sites, wrote them all down, and then picked the most mentioned top 10 along with some of your suggestions, all under $20. Then I went to Shoppers online and saw that all the mascaras were highly rated, so I purchased all 10 full-size mascaras. All of these mascaras are under $20, 2 of them are under $10, and 1 is even under $5, but I will list all the prices down in the description. So here are all of our competitors in no particular order. Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara, L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara, Milani Highly Rated Anti-Gravity Mascara, L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, Rimmel Lash Accelerator Endless Mascara, Essence Lash Princess False Lash Mascara, Covergirl Lash Blast Clean Volume Mascara, Revlon So Fierce Mascara, Covergirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara, and L'Oreal Voluminous Original Mascara. I got the darkest shade I could of all of them. There were a couple more that I wanted to include in this, like Maybelline Great Lash or e.l.f. Big Mood, but I could only get them in waterproof. So let me know if you'd be interested in a waterproof version of this competition. So let's get into it. Alright, good morning. It is time to start. Now, just like last time, I'm going to do a round robin competition. So I'm going to take all the mascaras, put them in a bag, and each day I'm going to draw 2 to compete. After I've drawn all the mascaras, we're going to put all the winners back in the bag for a second round and just continue that until we have a final winner. Now, I'm not going to be wearing any eyeliner for the whole competition, just so that we can see the lashes really well. Now it's time to put all the mascaras in a bag. So I've got my big box of mascara and I'm just gonna open them all up, throw them in this bag, and we can start. All right, round 1, match 1. I'm not going to look in the bag. We're going to pick for the right eye, we've got Revlon So Fierce. And for the left eye, we've got Essence Lash Princess. So I'm gonna zoom in and we will apply them. All right, so first Revlon So Fierce on my right eye. Okay. I like the brush. It's not too big and it's tapered. Let's see how it goes. Alright, it's not too messy and it's really easy to apply. Alright, I like the brush. So that's the first coat. Now I'm going to do Essence Lash Princess on the other eye. Ooh, I like this brush too. It's actually similar, but it has more bristles than the other one. This wand is really long and it kind of feels weird. I actually think I like this one better. This is our cheapest one. I think it's like $4.99. Okay, application was very similar with both of them. I think I like the Essence a little bit more. I'm gonna do one more coat. Okay, so I've done 2 coats. I'm gonna wait for them to dry and then curl them, and then we will talk about them a little bit more. Okay, so here they are after I curled my lashes, and I am very impressed with both of these mascaras. I wasn't expecting them to be this good. I like the application of both of them. I think I'm leaning a little bit more towards the Revlon just right now because I think it's a bit darker and thicker, and I also liked the wand a tiny bit better, but we'll see how they last throughout the day. Okay, it's the end of the day and both of them smudged a tiny bit, about the same amount, I'd say. But I still think the Revlon looks better, so I'm going to choose Revlon So Fierce to go on to the next round. But I wish I could bring this one too, unfortunately I can't, but this one is really, really good as well. Alright, these lights are super bright in the morning. Good morning. It is time for round 1, match number 2. Let's see what we got. Ooh, Milani highly rated anti-gravity mascara for my right eye. I'm really excited to try that one. And we got L'Oreal Paris Telescopic mascara for my left eye. I'm excited to try this one too. All right. I'm gonna zoom in. Okay, here we are. All right. Milani anti-gravity mascara. Okay. Interesting wand. Ooh. This one has a long wand too, which I find kind of weird. It's hard to get used to. Okay, so I don't hate the wand, but I don't love it. The formula's good. Alright, let's try Telescopic. Ooh, very fine wand. Surprisingly, the smaller wand was a little bit messier. I kind of got it all over my bottom lashes. There. Alright, I'm going to go in for a second coat. Alright, now I'm going to wait for them to dry and then curl them, and then we'll talk about them a little bit more. Okay, so I've curled my lashes, and I think I like the look of the Milani on the right a little bit better. It's just a little bit more bold, and I also liked the applicator a little bit better. This one is our most expensive mascara at $17.50, so I would expect it to be a little bit better, but let's see how they last throughout the day. So it's the end of the day and both sides smudged a little bit. I think this side smudged a little bit more. I also think this side, the L'Oreal side, is a little bit darker, but I just liked the Milani better. It fanned out my lashes a little bit more and I liked the application better. So moving on to the next round is Milani Anti-Gravity Mascara. All right, good morning. It's time for round 1, match number 3, and we've got L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise on the right and Covergirl Lash Blast Volume on the left. Now, I used to wear this mascara like every single day, so this one has a special place in my heart. We'll see how it does. So first on the right, let's zoom in. All right, that's better. First on the right, Voluminous Lash Paradise. The brush is a little big, but we'll try it out. We'll see how it goes. This is really spreading my lashes out, really fanning them. Alright, I thought the brush was a little bit big, but it's actually not that hard to use. So, moving on to Covergirl Lash Blast Volume on the left. I already love this mascara. Now it does have kind of a big brush as well. Okay, so application was about the same. I think I made a bit more of a mess with the Covergirl than I did with the L'Oreal, but let's see what they look like after 2 coats and curling them. Okay, so this is after 2 coats and being curled, and I'm actually really surprised. I thought I would like the Covergirl better, but it was actually a little bit more messy, and I find the L'Oreal to be a little bit thicker and darker, so right now I'm leaning towards the Lash Paradise, but we'll see how they last throughout the day. So it's the end of the day and both sides smudged a little bit. I think the Covergirl side smudged a little bit more. I do like the way the Covergirl spread out my lashes. It does look really natural, but definitely the Lash Paradise is much more bold and dark. So definitely Lash Paradise moves on to the next round. All right, time for round 1, match number 4. And we've got, let's see, Rimmel Lash Accelerator and Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High. So, on my right eye, we're gonna start with Rimmel. So Rimmel Lash Accelerator. I like the wand so far. See that? I just like flecked a speck down onto my cheek, so I'm gonna let that dry. I'm finding this one a tiny bit clumpy. First coat is a little bit clumpy. Now the Maybelline Sky High on my left eye. Oh, the wand actually looks very similar, like almost exactly the same. You know what? I'm finding this one a little bit clumpy as well. Maybe it's the brush? Oh wow, I made a mess. Alrighty, let's go in for a second coat. Okay, I do think the Rimmel Lash Accelerator is a little bit darker, but I found it clumpy, so I'm leaning towards the Sky High by Maybelline right now. Let's see how they last throughout the day. Okay, it's the end of the night, and this side did smudge just a little bit. I do like how dark the Rimmel Lash Accelerator is, but it also was a little bit clumpy when I was applying it, so I didn't really like the formula. So I'm picking Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High to move on to the next round. Alright, it is time for the last match of round 1. So we've got Covergirl Lash Blast Clean on the right and Loreal Voluminous Original on the left. Okay, Lash Blast Clean, the same applicator as the original. Lash Blast Volume. So the applicator is a little bit big once again. I do get it a little bit on myself, but I do like the formula. Now, Voluminous Original. Ooh, okay. I like the wand. It's not too big. Alright, I like this wand better, but let's do a second coat. So here are my lashes curled. Now this one's going to be a really tough one because I like the L'Oreal Voluminous for the applicator, but I think I like the Lash Blast Clean for the darkness and boldness of the mascara, but we'll see how they last throughout the day. Okay, it's the end of the day and both sides did smudge about the same amount. Now I did like the Covergirl Clean, but I liked the L'Oreal Voluminous Original better just for the application. So Voluminous is moving on to the next round. So here are our round 1 winners. Now on to round 2. Alright, good morning. It is time for round 2, but in order for this round to work, I'm going to either need to get rid of another mascara or add another one back from the last round. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to be adding Essence Lash Princess back because I really wanted this one to move on to the next round. I thought it was excellent, so it's going back in the bag. Shake them up, and we will draw our first match of round 2. So we've got L'Oreal Voluminous Original on my right eye and Milani Anti-Gravity Mascara for my left. Alright, I definitely like the brush of the L'Oreal Voluminous better. I'm going to do another coat and then let them dry and curl them, and then we'll talk about them a little bit more. Okay, so this is after 2 coats and curled, and I liked the application and the brush better for the L'Oreal Voluminous, but I think I like the overall look of the Milani better, so we'll have to see how they last throughout the day for me to decide. Okay, it's the end of the night, and both sides smudged just a very little bit. Now, although I liked the L'Oreal Voluminous for the application better, I think I just like the way the Milani looks better on my eyes, so I'm going to pick Milani to move on to the next round. Good morning, it is time for round 2, match number 2, and we're picking Essence Lash Princess for my right eye and Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High for my left. Okay, this is after 2 coats and curled, and I think this is gonna be a really close one. Again, I do like the Essence Lash Princess for how it applied. I like the way it applied better, but I think the Lash Sensational Sky High just looks a little bit more dark and bold, but we will see how they last throughout the day. Okay, it's the end of the night. Both sides smudged. This side smudged a little bit more. This was the Essence. And this one was really, really hard for me because I love this mascara. I just love the way it fans out my lashes and I love the way it applies. But I think I just like the way the Lash Sensational Sky High looks better. So I think I'm gonna take the Maybelline to the next round. All right, it is time for the final match of round 2, and we've got Voluminous Lash Paradise on my right eye and Revlon So Fierce on my left. Alright, so this is curled after 2 coats, and I think I like the brush of the Revlon So Fierce better, but I like the L'Oreal Lash Paradise for the darkness and boldness a little bit more. So right now I'm leaning towards the L'Oreal, but we'll see how they last throughout the day. Okay, it's the end of the night, and both sides smudged a little bit. This side did smudge quite a bit more than this side, and I think I was already leaning towards this side, the Lash Paradise anyway, so Lash Paradise goes on to the next round. Here are our round 2 winners. Now on to round 3. Good morning, it is time for our last round of the competition, and what I'm going to do is the last 2 matches I'm going to do today. Since we have 3 mascaras left, I'm going to draw 2 to compete, and then I'll compete. Damn it, it's too early. So I'm going to draw 2 to compete, and then I'm going to compare the winner with the last mascara, and then while it's still fresh in my mind, I'm going to rank them all first, second, and third. So for our first matchup, we've got Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High, which we just looked at, and Voluminous Lash Paradise for my left eye. Alright, this is after 2 coats and curled, and I liked the application of the Voluminous Lash Paradise better on this side. I do think the Maybelline Sky High might be a little bit thicker and darker, but I did find it to get a little bit clumpy. So right now I'm leaning towards the Voluminous. Okay, it's been 8 hours and both sides smudged a little bit. I do think the Maybelline side might be a little bit bolder, but I think I like the L'Oreal Lash Paradise a little bit better just because it applied a lot easier and I like the brush. Okay, it's time for our final matchup, and it will be L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Lash Paradise, it's a mouthful, on my right eye, and Milani's highly rated anti-gravity mascara on my left eye. And I'm going to do 2 coats, wait for them to dry, then curl them, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about them a little bit. Okay, so this is what they look like after 2 coats and curled. And I think I liked the way the Voluminous Lash Paradise applied better, but the brush for the Milani was really nice as well, so I think I'll wait and see how they last throughout the next 8 hours and then decide, but I'm not going to check up with you because I don't want to give away my choices. So next time I see you, I will give you my first, second, and third choices as a final reveal. Alright, that was a surprising competition. I think all these mascaras are just as good as the higher end ones. The only difference I noticed was that the drugstore mascaras seemed to smudge a little bit more on me. Also, I wanted to say that this whole competition, this is just my opinion. We might have very different tastes in mascara. For example, my husband disagreed with me on almost every matchup. Anyways, I am currently wearing our winner, and here is how our top 3 rank. So in 3rd place is our most expensive drugstore mascara, the Milani highly rated anti-gravity mascara. In 2nd place is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High, and my top pick in this competition was L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. Also, as an honorable mention, I would like to say the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara is really, really good, and it's only $4.99. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, or if you have any questions, be sure to let me know. And if you're looking for more content, check out my other social media, all at Anorthidol. You can subscribe to this channel by clicking here, or watch another video right over here. Thanks for watching.